April is the month we celebrate the human voice. Voice that teaches, voice that informs, voice that commands, voice that hugs.
Did you know that approximately 1/3 of the workforce is working in professions in which voice use is an essential, if not crucial, part of the job?
Hey, I'm Anastasia and I'm a singer.
My name is Rebecca and I've been teaching for 8 years.
Hello, my name is Mia Morrissey. I am an actor.
Marty Fox here, professional auctioneer and media personality.
My name is Daniela. I am a school teacher.
Hi, I'm Sylvie Palladino.
Hello, my name's Alan Fletcher. I've been a professional actor and musician for the last 48 years.
Ich brauche meine Stimme als Musiklehrerin und Sängerin.
Hi, my name is Issa. I'm a cantor at a synagogue in Caulfield North in Melbourne.
Olá, eu sou Roberta Miranda e vou falar hoje da voz.
My name's Nettie. I am a vocalist, a singer-songwriter in an alternative rock band.
My name is Shanae. I was a classroom music and voice teacher.
My name is Callum Francis. I am a performer on Broadway and the West End.
Oi, eu sou Alessandra Maestrini.
There is an overall lack of awareness around the world of the impact of voice disorders or voice problems that people encounter.
Did you know that voice disorders affect 1 in 8 Americans? And speakers whose professions depend on using their voice are most at risk.
In Belgium, 41% of the treatment-seeking population with dysphonia are professional voice users.
About 12 to 14 years ago, I had a vocal bleed.
The individuals engaged in traditional Japanese cultural practice, such as Buddhist monks and kabuki performers, often report an awareness of hoarseness. However, in most cases, they do not go to ENT doctors.
A year ago, I had an issue with polyps on my vocal cords.
1 in 3 professional singers across all singing styles report that they're unable to perform for at least a week due to a voice problem over a given year.
I work with singers not only to maintain their voice because they're doing 8 shows a week, but very often they have to do promotional interviews on television shows, which are late at night, as well as doing concerts on their day off.
Whilst I was in Australia with a tour of a very demanding show, I injured myself quite badly.
I recently went on tour. I had a vocal injury, which I was quite stressed about.
For teachers in the United States, the cost associated with voice disorders, including missed days of work and treatment for that voice problem, is estimated to be around $2.5 billion per year.
Sometimes people do not recognize voice symptoms such as hoarseness, such as breathiness, and such as fatigue in the voice, and those are important symptoms to be recognized.
I wasn't able to sing, talk, or anything really, especially in my job as the cantor at the synagogue. And this impacted me in several ways. Besides not being able to lead the community in singing and in prayer, there's also a personal difficulty to not be able to do my job and not to be able to contribute the way I usually do.
We were talking about how it affects my work, but it affects my self-esteem. It affects the way I interact with other people. It affects how I date. Even to find a romantic partner.
I rely on my voice for my income, for self-expression.
Did you know that 80% of primary school teachers in Ireland report a voice problem during their years of teaching?
Lack of support in the classroom has contributed to me developing a voice problem.
Newly graduated teachers can be particularly vulnerable to voice problems. Over 1/3 of teachers develop voice problems after the first year of teaching.
Durch psychische Belastung hat meine Stimme ihre Flexibilität, ihren Umfang und ihre Kraft verloren.
Mental and psychosomatic diseases, as well as complaints such as fatigue, headache, and tension, are more common in teachers than in non-teachers. Poor mental health may affect your vocal well-being.
I was a classroom music and voice teacher until I caused injury 4 years ago from vocal overuse. This has been a pretty devastating injury and has meant significant impacts on not only my ability to teach, but my ability to sing and communicate in everyday life and environments.
Potential work-related risk factors have been identified for a number of vocally demanding professions. These can be managed to make sure that we avoid vocal injuries and to ensure vocal longevity.
It is very well supported by strong scientific evidence that high vocal intensity is one of the major contributors to vocal fall phonotraumatic lesions, such as vocal nodules. So our main recommendation is please do not speak loud all the time. Try to produce a more economic voice.
I have had some voice problem in the past, and now I protect my voice using portable amplification.
We have implemented an employee assistance style program for voice, providing early intervention, education and prevention strategies for teachers with voice issues, and has efficiently and cost effectively been in place since 2008. It has reduced sick leave for voice problems by up to 30%.
Ως λογοθεραπεύτρια, πιστεύω ότι τα προβλήματα της φωνής μπορούν να προληφθούν, αλλά και να αντιστραφούν με σωστή διαχείριση και σωστές τεχνικές πρόληψης.
Particularly if detected early and managed well.
How grateful I am to be working with all of these people, whether it be rehabilitation or habilitation.
Over the last 12 months, I've been doing exercises with my speech therapist, and I'm happy to say that I've fully recovered.
If I can rely on my voice, if I know how to use it now in a way that I can be myself again, Jesus, that's like, this is the best thing. You know, I just want to be myself again.
I sought medical attention. This was so helpful. It got my confidence back. Now I'm ready to go back on tour. Couldn't recommend it more.
I've been working closely with my speech pathologist and surgeon over the last 4 years to try and get me back to full vocal health and strength, and hopefully being able to enjoy singing again and have possibly a career in music again in future. So here's hoping.
And I just wish that other performers had the facility and the knowing that I now have without being injured first.
Maintenant, grâce à vous, docteur, cher docteur, je peux chanter pendant 2 heures, tenir debout devant le spectacle devant 4000 personnes.
Für die logopädische Unterstützung und das Verständnis meiner Therapeuten bin ich sehr dankbar.
Over time, vocal problems always arise for performers, not only overuse, but also viruses and bacteria, and many other problems that can occur with the voice.
There's a lot of stigma around asking for voice help when you're an actor, because there's an assumption that you should just know what to do.
It's expected for an athlete that they would have an injury, but for singers it's sort of looked down upon.
But even if your technique is really good, you can still do damage because of the demands of the job.
It's just that we're human and it's flesh and blood, and sometimes we just need some time out.
Vocal care is extremely important to me. Going to see a doctor to check out what is happening inside the muscle of your voice is valuable.
A gente se comunica através da voz e cantando eu vou direto no seu coração. Por quê? Porque você falando, a voz entrega tudo.
I'm constantly training my voice to ensure that I can use it to its full potential, and it doesn't stop, because you have to do this every day to protect your voice if you're a professional.
I hope it encourages you to look into things when things aren't right.
A minha voz já me deu os maiores sustos e as maiores alegrias. Cuide da sua voz.
Ah, qu'est-ce que je vais vous chanter? Je vais vous chanter une des plus vieilles chansons françaises que j'adore. Je ne vais pas vous la chanter en entier parce qu'elle dure 1h25. Alors, vous voyez, c'est un peu long. Ça commence comme ça. Aux marches du palais, aux marches du palais, il y a une tant belle fille, allons là, il y a une tant belle fille.
So let's all work together to raise awareness and empower your voice.
Take care of yourself. Remember, this is an athlete. You have to take care of it.
Unsere Stimme ist der Spiegel unserer Seele. Passen Sie alle gut auf sich und Ihre Stimme auf.
Please take care of yourself and your voice.
Merci beaucoup. Merci 1000 fois. Le ciel vous le rendra. Au revoir.
Go. Take care of your voice. Value your voice. It's a treasure of life.